Won't see the next sunrise. The satellite phone buzzed against my palm, its vibration drilling into my bones like a warning. I already knew before I answered that it wasn't good. Calls never came at this hour unless something was wrong. "Your daughter's in the hospital," the voice on the other end said, steady but low, almost afraid of its own words. "Her stepfather, the mayor's son, did this. The cops won't even file a report." The words echoed, twisting into something sharp and poisonous. My hand clenched around the phone until my knuckles cracked. For a long moment I couldn't breathe, couldn't even think. Then the voice broke the silence again. "I'm sorry," the doctor said. "She won't get any justice." The line went dead, but the words burned hotter than fire. I sat there in the dim, foreign barracks, surrounded by steel and sand, listening to the silence after the call. Every breath I took was heavy, every second a battle against the fury boiling inside me. My daughter, my little girl, hurt, broken, and left for dead by a man who knew he'd never see the inside of a jail cell. And all I could think was, he won't be seeing the next sunrise. I packed without a word. Boots, uniform, sidearm. My kit moved from its place to my bag like pieces falling into place in a puzzle I'd already solved 100 times. There was no hesitation, no second thought. Orders, deployment, duty, none of that mattered now. My mission had changed. The military transport got me out, and a civilian flight got me home. Time blurred. Hours dissolved into a haze of cramped seats, recycled air, and the steady burn of adrenaline in my veins. My eyes never closed. Every time they tried, I saw her, small, fragile, wires taped to her skin, her voice whispering for me. When the plane touched down, the ground felt strange under my boots, as if the world itself had shifted while I was gone. The hospital was too clean, too quiet, and too cold. I found her on the 4th floor, tucked into a bed that swallowed her tiny frame. Her arm was in a cast, her face bruised, her eyes half open but too tired to focus. "Daddy," she whispered when she saw me. Her voice cracked me open like a blade. I sat down beside her, brushing her hair back, pretending my hands weren't trembling. "Shh, I'm here now," I told her. "Nobody's going to hurt you again." Her lips trembled. "He said, nobody can stop him." I kissed her forehead, forcing my voice to steady. He was wrong. The mayor's house wasn't hard to find. It sat on the hill like a fortress, glass and marble gleaming under the streetlights, guarded by men who had no idea what kind of storm was walking toward them. I didn't need to knock. I didn't need an invitation. The first guard never saw me. The second didn't have time to raise his weapon. By the time I reached the door, the night was already silent again. Inside, laughter drifted down the hallway. Arrogant, careless, ugly. I followed it. And there he was. The mayor's son lounged in a leather chair, drink in hand, smirk on his face. He looked like he owned the world, and maybe he did, at least in this rotten town. The law bent for him. The police turned away. He thought he was untouchable. He didn't even notice me at first, not until my shadow fell across him. "Who the hell?" he started, but the words cut off when he saw my face. Recognition flickered in his eyes, followed by something else. Fear. I didn't give him a chance to speak again. There are some things you don't put into words. Some truths don't need to be told. The room went dark, and the laughter stopped. When it was over, silence filled the house like smoke. I stood there for a long moment, breathing steady, listening to the sound of my own heartbeat. No one would protect him now. No one would bury this. Justice wasn't found in courtrooms, not in towns owned by men like his father. Justice was found in the silence after. I walked out into the night. The air was cold, sharp against my skin, but it felt cleaner than it had in years. Somewhere, miles away, the sky was already starting to pale, promising another sunrise. but not for him. Back at the hospital, my daughter stirred in her sleep, safe for the first time in months. I sat by her bed and watched her breathe, each rise and fall of her chest easing the fire inside me. I wasn't a soldier tonight. I wasn't a man carrying orders or missions for someone else's cause. Tonight, I was just a father, and I'd done what fathers are meant to do.